guys, pewdiepie here, and welcome back to Star Wars Battlefront 2 Galactic Conquest. Now, this will hopefully be the last episode of the Confederates, and then we're going to move on to the clones. I made the same decision they did last time. Sorry it's been so long since I uploaded a video of this, but just haven't really been in a good mood lately. Kind of bummed out about some things, about some memes I've been paying attention to. You know, you guys know how the memes will get you. Okay, so I'm going to try sniper class here. Last time we faced on this planet, I remember we barely won, so hopefully it won't be that bad again. Headshot, 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 headshot. Mess these kids up, headshot. Oh shit. Get him, auto turret. Yeah, see? Wow, you guys see those 3 epic misses? Friggin' Face Clan, hit me up. It does look like I got the award rifle right before I died though, so hey, we get to keep it too. Last time I had this, I fucking blew my load with it. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. Sorry, droid. Really sorry about that, buddy. Buddy? Billy? Anyone seen that video? Of course you've seen the video. Alright guys, so we're just gonna go over here, try to take this command post. Use a sniper the way it's meant to be used, as a point-blank laser beam. Getting completely outplayed by these clones. To be fair, there are 12 of them. So I got a huge cut on my finger this morning. I was trying to make fucking soup, so screw me. So the soup can was like, okay, you can kill yourself, how about that? And it cut my finger like a samurai sword, just straight through. You know those animes, those sweet animes I watch all the time? When characters like get cut, and like they just sit there and they're like, oh, you completely missed, faggot, and then like they kind of just split in half and die. Yeah, well, that's what happened to my finger this morning. Like the can cut me so fast. It was like it was totally gonna cut me. So how have you guys been? I've been pretty okay. Looks like we're getting wrecked to this game, so that's awesome. Exactly what you want to see. Wow. And it's definitely, I'm definitely not helping. I'm kind of just missing a lot. My shot to hit ratio is probably like 3%. It was a good no scope. Didn't really matter, but a good no scope nonetheless. I realize we have 2,000 credits, and we probably should have bought some sort of bonus, but you know, whatever. So, how you guys been doing? I've been doing pretty good. Like I said about the memes, you know, but it's been going pretty okay. So, a lot of you guys have been calling me faggots. A lot of you guys have been calling me douchebag. A lot of you guys have been saying that my videos suck and that I should kill myself. I'm just gonna kill that guy and move on. Alright, well, I think we're gonna lose this, guys, and that is really not good. Yeah, this fucking series is gonna go on forever. I've won this campaign 1,000 times, but I'm gonna... Oh, hey, Bruce Vianch. I don't even know what the hell that is, but apparently he's on my friends list. Yes, I am using Steam. I'm pretty sure I said that in the first episode, but for those of you who decided to start on a YouTuber with 1 subscriber's channel on episode fucking 7, yeah, I'm playing this on Skype. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We're gonna try the Droideka, see if we can go in there for some lucky carries here to postpone the end of this game, because, I mean, I could win, I guess, but it seems unlikely at this point. I got a TK, which is awesome. It's exactly what you need when you have 10 reinforcements left to kill one of them. Okay, just gonna drive my little car around all over the place. Holy crap, those last 6 reinforcements I had when I checked 5 seconds ago got completely destroyed. So we lost, so there goes Naboo. We got fucking another 3 missions to go before we could even possibly hope to win. Sorry, guys. Yes, we want to save. Yes. Yes. I really don't know what to say, guys. Like, I really, like, I had inspiration to make this video. I was like, I'll say a bunch of funny things and it'll be great, and my YouTube channel won't be such a joke, and I'll have the time of my life, and I'll owe it all to you, and all that other good inspirational, good vibes things, but yeah, now I'm kind of just sad and don't really want to do anything. I don't know why. It's like motivation is like in school, right? in school you're like, oh, I'm so motivated to get good grades and be a good student and blah blah blah. But then as soon as like you have the opportunity to get good grades and be a good student, by doing work, blah blah blah, it's like you don't fucking want to. You just want to sit there and do nothing instead. It's really sad. Do I already have a second? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, well, I think we will select him. Have him move here. I imagine Galactic Conquest would be really fun with like 4 people and when everyone knew what they were doing, because there would actually be like tactics to this space stuff. It wouldn't just be freaking go to the next red planet and attack it. But yeah, making YouTube videos is like going to school. You have all this inspiration, but you never really, they freaking bypass everything to go to Genosis. You never really have it when you need it, you know what I'm saying? Count Dooku sounds gay right now. Actually, you know what? I don't want to just sit in the fucking Spider Walker again, so let's go Count Dooku even though he's gay. But yeah, you get all this inspiration, and then when it actually comes to doing the work, you're like, ugh, I just want to get through it. And I know it's like, whoa, Harrison, or Zunzun, you just freaking, yeah, Harrison's my real name. Zunzun, you just started freaking making YouTube videos. What do you mean you're already sick of it, you fucking faggot? Kill yourself. Well, it's just hard sometimes. It's just freaking try to press right bumper to jump. What the hell is that all about? Dying Light? Please kill yourself. No, Dying Light's okay. I left a mean review for Dying Light on freaking Steam. I was upset with it. I was trying to do one of the challenges, and they're just so poorly done. Freaking the biggest challenge in that game when it comes to doing challenges is just the challenge of how the gameplay works. It's like, it's cool, like, oh, I thought he had the big electrical explosion like Sidious does. It's cool. It's like, oh, okay, I'm playing this. It's pretty fun. But then you get a challenge, and they're like, oh, freaking. Chop off the legs of 80 zombies, and you're like, and do it at a minute and a half, and every time you're about to hit a zombie in the legs, guess what, we're gonna auto-aim you up to their faces. Which you guys are like, oh, well, if you were actually trying to kill zombies like in the game, you'd want to aim at their faces, so that's good, isn't it? Yeah, but not when you're trying to fucking do this challenge. I spent 8 hours on this goddamn piece of shit challenge. It was literally the worst time I ever spent in my life. It got me so salty, I went onto their reviews and I was like, this game is a piece of trash. If you like fun games, don't fucking play this game. I mean, what am I, a 7-year-old? I'm one of those little kids who like plays Counter-Strike and like just starts fucking going around screaming into the mic. Oh my god, my team, I said I was gonna go mid and my team decided to go mid instead. Fuck you, faggots. I mean, what the hell, dude? What is wrong with me? And I know you guys are like, what is this? What are you talking about? What is this conversation you're having right now? And I know, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of trying to say something, so I'm not just sitting here in complete silence. But I don't want to be in Spider Walker so bad on, I'm immediately in Spider Walker. Anyway, I just don't want to be silent this whole 10 seconds, but it's just awful. Okay, how about this? I'll tell you guys a story, okay? I'll tell you guys a story from my childhood. I've been watching a lot of Leafy Was Here, I think is his name. Anyway, he's a YouTuber. He's really funny. He does like cringe internet videos and he like talks about his life and stuff like that. I'll tell you guys a story that pretty much all my friends have heard, but it's pretty awesome, okay? So one time in I think it was 8th grade. No, yeah, it was in 8th grade. I went to shop class all 3 years because the teacher was chill as fuck and it was just really fun. But so I kind of forgot. But I remember it was 8th grade and we had this kid in our class, and let's just call him Jerry, okay? So Jerry was this kid who, let's just say a good descriptive word of Jerry would be brony. And I know a lot of you fucking fags are gonna be like, I'm a brony. I love My Little Pony. And fucking good for you. Have a fucking cup of bleach. Anyway, so this guy was basically best described as a brony. So needless to say, he was kind of hard to be around. Like, I have no problem with the guy in general because I'm, generally chill around new people. It's like, okay, whatever. I could be a dick to you or I could just not. It doesn't matter to me. But my bandage fell off. Fuck me. Anyway, so this kid was in our shop class every day, and I mean, just by judging by the way I treat you guys, like how I talk with you guys and whatever, especially in like my League of Legends video where I'm just a sarcastic prick, you guys can tell it's like, okay, well, you're kind of a rude attitude guy, but I don't actually mean any harm by it. I love all you guys, and I love everyone in League of Legends. That entire community is basically the golden son of every community. Anyway, so I was like, okay, we're actually gonna lose this, aren't we? Oh no, never mind, we're kicking ass. I swear, anytime you have a leader, your team just does better. It's like you have to win if you buy the leader bonus. Anyway, so I'm in the class with this guy, and I'm just, I'm kind of crude with him, but it's nothing that I don't see, like, out of the ordinary, because I'm just being, generally crude. Like, I'm crude to all my friends in that class. One of my best friends, we'll call him Billy Big Dick. He was in the class with me, and we were just rude to each other or whatever. It's fine. It's all fun and games. We're fucking middle schoolers, We're gonna be a little mean to each other. Fucking didn't expect a fucking bastard to cry about it. So, and we're trying to keep him involved because he's kind of awkward. And it's like, okay, we want to keep him involved. We want to make him seem like he has friends because we don't want him to be lonely because no one fucking wants to talk to him in this class. And this is apparently why. Well, about 6 months into the class, I'm sitting there at the lunchroom in the fucking morning. I got to school early because my mom hates me, apparently. But I'm at school about an hour early, and I'm sitting there, and I'm at this table, and I'm talking with this kid. I'm like, hey, dude, what's up? And, like, we just have a nice conversation. He's like, oh, yeah, my morning went pretty good, blah, blah, blah. And we kind of just get off that subject, and we're, like, talking to other people and whatever. And I guess I said something that goddamn triggered him, #trigger warning. And he just looks at me. And I'm just sitting there, and everyone at the table is just staring at him because he starts crying. I'm not talking about, like, one angry tear goes down his face. No, I'm talking, like, blubbering baby, tears everywhere, crying. And I have no idea what to do. I mean, I didn't think I was inspiring this kid to fucking cry. But no, he just starts crying. And he's like, Harrison, I just want you to know you hurt me. And I was like, oh, shit. And, like, everyone at the table just looks at me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I've never had a girlfriend, but I always imagined this is what it would be like if I, like, fucking cheated on her or something. And this kid I barely know, only hang out with because I'm trying to be nice, is like, you fucking hurt me? And I want you to stop bullying me? I feel like I'm being targeted. I feel like you're targeting me? And he's, like, crying. And everyone at the table's staring at me. Of course, all my friends are dickholes, so instead of trying to intervene or say something that's helpful, they're all just looking at me with the dumbass grin on their face. I kind of just look around the table and look at him, and basically I'm like, sorry, not sorry, buddy. I look at him and I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry you feel that way, man, but I'm not targeting you. That's just how I act around people. That's how everyone at this table acts around people. I don't know why you're freaking specifying me right now. And he just looks at me. And just with tears in his eyes, he stands up and he heads to the fucking office. So at this point, I'm just looking around at all the other people at the table. Everyone is crying. They're laughing so hard. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So, like, I go to class that day and I talk to my other friend. We'll call him Carlos the Wang. And Carlos the Wang is like, dude, what happened today? We saw Jeremiah just fucking march out of the cafeteria away from the table you were sitting at. And I was like, Carlos, I don't know what happened, but he just started crying, saying I was targeting him. And Carlos is like the biggest dick ever, so he's just laughing his ass off. And he's like, dude, that's what happens when you treat people like shit. So for literally that entire month, all of my friends were always constantly making fun of me about how much of a dick I am, because I made this freaking goddamn bastard cry. Oh my god, it was pretty much the worst. And to this day, we still make jokes about it. Like, anytime we make a mean joke to one another, and, like, it kind of goes, a little overboard, and not really overboard, because we don't care, but, like, it would go overboard to, like, a bunch of PC fuckboys. It's just, like, they kind of just look, and they're like, Harrison, I feel like you're targeting me? And I'm like, oh my god, I just want to kill myself. Because it always brings me back to that moment in the lunchroom when I think I was eating a fucking slice of buffalo chicken pizza, which was the only good thing ever to come out of school, and they're like, no, we're going to cancel it. Fucking faggots. I don't know who this Bruce Fianch guy is, but he needs to stop getting offline and back online. So yeah, that's the story of, I forgot what I called him. Anyway, so yeah, that's that story. Can I think of any other story? Just run around as General Grievous here, just generally grievousing it up, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, shoot me, bitch. Yeah, that block, that mad block. How does General Grievous block bullets? I mean, with Jedi it makes sense, like, they can read the Force and they can just be like, okay, bastard. And just be like, okay, well, there's about to be a bullet here, I'll just block it. But General Grievous is just like, nope, I have 4 fucking lightsabers, that's how I block a bullet, dumb shit. So yeah, that's that story. What's another funny story that I could tell you guys? I don't know. People at my school were such dumb shits. Like, I'm not saying I wasn't a dumb shit, because I was fucking captain of the dumb shit squad, but people in my school were such dumb shits. Like, the stuff that people got upset about. Okay, so, this isn't about a student, this is about a teacher, okay? We're gonna call this teacher Miss Bitch Brain, okay? So Miss Bitch Brain decided one day, she fucking hated me. I don't know what she had out for me. I don't know if she checked the intergalactic bounty board and they wanted a fucking fat ass kid that they just needed to butcher and put his head on a spike. So they're like, I know a fat ass kid I go to class with, let me just fuck him over. So this bitch hated me. I don't know what was going on with that. But, so, she really did not like me, and one day I was like, in her class, and everyone in the class was just being rowdy, and just generally loud, and just obnoxious and mean, and all this other stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just trying to be quiet, because I know she hates me, and I know if I say anything, she's gonna be like, oh, well, you know, Harrison, go to the freaking principal's office, have fun in hell. So I'm just sitting there, I'm being quiet. Well, this kid directly addresses me. Why did I pick sniper? Am I drunk? Directly addresses me with a question about the classroom. I think he's like, where's the freaking dictionaries or some stupid crap like that. And I'm like, oh, I think they're over there on that shelf. And he's like, okay, thanks. She looks me in the eye from across the room. All this noise is going on. I mean, it sounds like a freaking orgy in here. There's just so much of breathing, and it's a fucking portable, so it's hot, and it's just awful. I just don't even want to be there, but I'm there because I have to be, because hashtag middle school. But I'm sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, I think it's over there. And she's like, Harrison? And I look over, and there's just dread in my eyes because I know what's coming. And she's like, go to the principal's office. And I'm like, are you kidding? No, I'm sorry, it wasn't the principal's office. We had this stupid crap, you know, that PC bullshit. Don't want to make stupid kids feel like they're stupid. Freaking timeout zone or whatever the hell it was called. They'll just call it timeout zone. It was awful. So she was like, go there. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't even say. I didn't even say anything. I was just answering a question he asked me directly. And she was like, well, that's arguing with me. So, yeah, go to the office, and I'm going to write you 2 slips you need to take to them. So I'm just pissed at this point, because, I mean, I wasn't the best student in school, but I at least wasn't a troublemaker. I didn't, like, hurt people's feelings all the time, except for whatever that guy in the last story's name was. But I didn't hurt all these people's feelings all the time, so I was like, I don't freaking deserve this. I'm a generally nice guy, even if you guys can't get that vibe from me on this freaking YouTube channel. I'm generally a nice guy. So I'm like, okay. So I head to the freaking in-school suspension office, whatever the hell you want to call it, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm just shaking my head, and I'm so pissed because there's like 2 hours left to school, and I know that she gave me a slip that's going to keep me stuck there the entire time. There's a sniper over there in that corner, just like I said there always is. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just kind of sitting in there, and I'm like, can I go? And they're like, you can't go. It's kind of time for you to be in ISS, blah, 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 all this stupid crap. And then they're like, you have to wait for let's call him Mr. Frodo. Mr. Frodo was basically a school aide. He was like, I think he was the school vice principal. Is that a thing? Anyway, he was very short. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, but he was like fucking 4'10". He was an annoying little guy. He was one of those teachers who'd run around in the hallways, and like, if you had wheels on your shoes, he'd freaking light your house on fire and stuff like that. So I'm like, I have to wait for Mr. Frodo? And they're like, yes, Mr. Frodo will tell you what needs to be done about this. I'm like, I'm not freaking waiting for Mr. Frodo. And I say that in front of all the freaking delinquents in school. So, of course, this story spreads hella fast. I'm like, I'm not waiting for Mr. Frodo and his stupid little ass. And the lady looks at me, and I just get up and leave. And the lady is so shocked. She's just staring at me. And I'm walking out of the classroom. And I know I fucked up. I know I'm going to freaking be in detention after school for the next month. But I don't care. I'm so pissed off because I didn't do anything to be where I was. You know? It's like if you got sent to prison for freaking your next door neighbor murdering a bunch of people. Hashtag OJ Simpson life. Okay? It's just, it was the worst thing ever. So I'm just walking through the halls, and we still have like an hour and a half of school left. So I just go outside and sit on the curb where the bus comes, because I'm still taking the bus because I'm 7. Anyway, we go out there and just sit on the curb where the bus comes, and I'm like, I'm not freaking moving. And like the teachers, like not the teachers, but like the hall security, yeah, you get paid to be hall security for a middle school. You know, you're in a fucked up country. Anyway, They come out and they're like, Harrison, because they all know my name. Fuck me. Anyway, they come out and they're like, Harrison, what are you doing out here? And I'm like, I am waiting for the bus to come. And they're like, you still have an hour left of school? And I was like, I'm not going back inside with Mr. Fuckface, okay? I didn't actually say fuckface to them. I was too much of a pussy. But I said, like, Mr., whatever I call them, Frodo. And they're like, and they kind of just went back inside. And that was the first time in my life I realized that the school can't actually do anything to you. Like, unless you are physically hurting someone or about to cause someone physical harm, they can't do anything for you. They can't drag you around. They can't do anything. So if you basically tell them to fuck off, they have to fuck off. They can't do anything. They can be angry. They can say, come to 50 detentions. It doesn't matter. By the way, I ended up doing like 50 detentions. Anyway, they can say, come to 50 detentions. It doesn't matter. They can't do anything about it. So I just sat out there. I just didn't come to class. And like it got me thinking, I was like, I should just do this every day. Just come to school, sit out in front of the bus until I have to get onto the freaking bus. I mean, there was only like 3 weeks left of school, so all the classes I was going to fail, I had already failed, and all the classes I was going to pass, I'd already passed. So I was like, you know what, screw it, I should just do this every day. I didn't actually, though, because, honor and all that other good crap. But it's just, it was the worst thing ever. And then I get onto the bus, literally the time it took me to walk outside and then get onto the bus. Everyone knew about the story. Like, I walked on the bus and I was a hero for calling Mr. Frodo a little... short little bastard or whatever the hell I called him. Everyone was like, oh my god, we heard what you said about Mr. Frodo, ha 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 ha. And like, I felt proud, but I felt proud like how Hitler probably felt proud, where, oh look at him, he's sneaking for the turret. I felt proud like Hitler probably felt proud. It's like, yeah, I did something that a lot of people appreciate, but I'm still a dick, so I'm still the bad guy in this situation. I wonder if we're winning this time. It looks like we are. So I didn't really feel good about it, but it was good to be recognized by the cool kids. So yeah, I told them this story, and they all thought it was hilarious. And Miss Bitch Tits I never had to see her ugly face again. It was pretty much the best thing in my life. And the thing is, like, I'm not even the only one. I've talked with my other friends, and they're like, yeah, I hate that woman. She's awful. And, like, everyone hates her. I don't know how she still has a job. And she was an English teacher, okay? English was my best subject. So... And I got like A pluses in it. I was a good English student. So if I hated her, it wasn't because I hated English. It was because there was something wrong with her. So yeah, she was awful. My school fucking sucked. Freaking butt plug university. Okay. So as you guys can see, we're actually winning this time. I don't know why. Like, I don't think I'm playing any better than I did last time. I've been pretty distracted with the stories. Go over here. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Just try to mess these kids up. God, I am getting outplayed. Am I on drugs? Like, is everything just going slow to me? God, I smell awful. I smell like a dumpster. A dumpster fire. Like, if you lit the contents of a dumpster on fire, that's what I smell like right now. It's freaking... Okay, so I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight because, I don't want diabetes at the age of 12. So I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight, and... I've been taking this pill called Hydroxycut, right? And basically what Hydroxycut is it makes you sweat a lot, like really badly. So I've been sweating really badly, plus I'm in Hawaii, which is just humid as all hell. So any sweat that you have is just multiply that by 7, and that's what I'm dealing with. I'm literally swimming out to the garbage to take it out and crap like that. So it's just awful. I just hate it, and it makes you sweat even worse. So I'm just always like, oh, just dripping with sweat. Well, I've been taking showers like every day, but every day by the end of the day I still smell awful. And I'm like, what is going on? This is terrible. Because I don't like smelling bad. I know a lot of you are like, shut up, Zunzun, you always smell like onions, you fat fuck. And it's like, yeah. Anyway, so I don't like smelling bad, but it didn't stop, and I was like, okay, well, it's just a Hydroxycut, I'll get over it, blah blah blah, it's not that big of a deal. But I just haven't been getting over it, and it's been bugging me, and I've been like talking to my friends about it, and they're like, are you going through puberty? I mean, you are 13, that is the age normal kids go through puberty. And I'm like, no, I don't think so, because my balls haven't dropped. Well, my dad gets home the other day, and he's like, Harrison, I got you new... look how zoomed in that is. I just know this looks awful to you guys, how it's all small. I don't know what causes that anyway. He's like, I got you new body wash because I realized the body wash you were using was actually shampoo. How do you make that mistake? I mean, I love my dad, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but come on, man. He bought it for me too. One day he came home and he's like, oh, I got you new body wash because he uses freaking bar soap because he hates smelling good, apparently. Not that I apparently care. Anyway, he uses bar soap, and I hate that crap. So he's like, okay, I got you normal soap. And I was like, okay, awesome. So I've been using it for like 3 months. No wonder I've been smelling bad every day. I mean, I'm not getting anything out of it. Okay, guys, this is probably going to be a really long episode because I'm actually trying to, like, win. Like, trying to win the game as the Confederates here. So I'm really sorry if the episode drags on. So he finally got me actual shampoo, and I'm going to go use it today because, you know, I took a shower yesterday, and I've taken my hydroxy cut, so I smell like freaking onions. So now I'm going to go try to take a shower here right after this match. But it just... How do you make that mistake? He's a grown man. I mean, I'm not exactly a kid. I'm 13 with no ball drop, but I just don't understand that. It's like, come on, Dad, you have one freaking job. Okay, so basically what we're going to try to do this game, guys, is we're just going to try to completely wreck them, and hopefully they don't take a planet on their next move. I don't think they possibly can, but hopefully. They're probably going to move in for a space battle, though, which will suck. I'll have to do 2 of these in a row. I don't know how this guy's missing. Alright, he's dead now, so I guess it doesn't matter. He's going to hell. Alright, so yeah, that's what's been going on over here in the hood, otherwise known as Hawaii. Welcome to the rice fields. Freaking, you guys may think I'm kidding, but there are so many sugarcane fields here. I know I said rice fields. Freaking leave me alone. Anyway, hashtag triggered. There's so many sugarcane fields here, but the thing is, like, none of them are used anymore. Like, used to be really big, I guess, like be freaking pre-World War II or some crap like that. But like, they aren't used anymore. Like, there's like 3 sugarcane factories on this island that are just completely closed. They're just freaking rape dungeons now, and like literally the state's government doesn't want to pay money to tear them down, so they just sit there and rot away, which apparently is better for the environment than just getting like 6 guys out there with a couple of tools and a few sledgehammers to bust it down. Whatever, screw you. You know, freaking probably 13 kids die a year on them, but you know, that's not why we're here. That's not why the government's here. The government's here to put the chemical in our water that controls our thoughts. Hashtag sheeple. Anyway, so we're gonna try to take this thing out. Hopefully we'll be able to get out of here alive. Should be fine. These turrets are too busy doing their own dishes or whatever it is they're doing. Our shields are now... We got Endurance and Guardian from that one kill. I just rolled past freaking 3 guys and they didn't notice me. There's one good thing about being the pilot is you're actually a stealth droid in disguise. I know a lot of you are wondering if I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. It is a proven fact. Look it up. Nice. What was that, like freaking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 kills. Hexa kill, bitches. You guys remember that game mode? I don't, because I never played it once, because I don't play the stupid game modes League of Fuckboys comes out with. No freaking ships to actually use as bombers, which sucks because I actually wanted to go use a bomber. You may be wondering why I chose the Marine class. Screw you, that's why. Yeah, you, Jerry. You, Jerry. You freaking watch my videos? Screw you. Please subscribe. Anyway. We're gonna freaking dart in here. Holy crap, I was going fast on impact. It was like a meteorite. These guys haven't even had enough money to buy Marines yet, which is usually the first thing that the bots buy is freaking Marines, because they have to win space battles and then they lose all of them. I've only ever lost to space battles like twice, and it's usually when we have to resort to nothing but dogfighting, because dogfighting is awful in this game and I'm really bad at it, except for when I'm on video for whatever reason and I can actually get kills. I know a lot of you are going to be saying, oh, Sanjan, you fucking blow at dogfighting. I get 65 dogfight kills every time I dogfight. Fuck you, dude. No, you don't. Don't freaking lie to me. Oh, wow, they blew up my ship. How mean. Okay, so we're going to go out here. We have an assault rifle. We're still going to lose to a bunch of inbreds with pistols. And don't even tell me the clones aren't inbreds. I think they're the definition of inbred. They all have the exact same gene pool. They're all born at different times to different mothers. Tanks, whatever. Okay, I got this rocket launcher. Okay, what I think is funny is that the rocket launcher grenade combo that the Marine has will do less damage to objects than the time bombs, just 2 or 3 time bombs from the pilot class. So it's like, this class is really good for invading the enemy ship, but it's not good for destroying the enemy ship pieces, I guess. It's really weird. Yeah, I was just waiting for one of those pistol shots to hit me. Sorry guys, I know I probably scraped the thing. Okay, so I'll tell you guys another story. Okay, so I was with, I call him Billy Big Dick, I think. I was with one of my good friends, Billy Big Dick, and we were playing some Dungeons and Douchebags, and we were playing with one of our other friends, and let's just call him Mr. Maple, okay? Mr. Maple is a really good friend of mine. Don't get me wrong, I love this guy. Me and Mr. Maple, Billy Big Dick, and I think Pablo was there too. We were all playing games together. Oh, Pablo and also my other friend, and we're just gonna call him Four Eyes. So we were all playing Dungeons and Douchebags together, and we were like, okay, well we're gonna play, but we're gonna go to my house because my house was like the game room house. It was like the place where all the books and stuff were. So we always just went there. It wasn't that we didn't like anyone else's house. It was just that mine was the most accessible, and it already had all the stuff there. So we were just like, okay, we're gonna play there. Well, all night, Mr. Maple had been basically, referencing that stupid freaking, I think it's CSI Miami, Crime Scene Investigations Miami, where like at the beginning it's like they do something stupid and then they put on sunglasses and it starts that freaking Black Eyed Peas song or whatever. I don't know the bands because I hate music, but it's like starts a Black Eyed Peas song. It's like, yeah, did you? Well, he'd been doing that all night and it was so annoying. And again, I love Mr. Maple. Mr. Maple is awesome, but he's one of those guys where if he's doing something that is annoying you and you tell him it's annoying you, that just immediately annoys him, so he gets upset about it. Which is understandable. I mean, especially when it's just something like dumb like that. Well, it was really annoying Billy Big Dick, okay? Billy Big Dick was really getting upset about it. He gets upset at things pretty easily, but he was getting really upset about it, and I was like, okay, it's fucking annoying, but I'm not gonna, do whatever. Well, Billy Big Dick looks at him, he does it, because we were at Billy Big Dick's house before this happened, and he's like, okay, look, that is annoying the hell out of me. If you do that one more time, I will slap the shit out of you. And Mr. Maple's like, oh, yeah, okay. And he's like, whatever, yeah, okay, go ahead and slap me if I do it again. Well, we're at my house later, and you guys all know how this story's gonna end. I know a lot of you have the look on your face like, this is fucking bullshit. This isn't bullshit. This actually happened to me and my friends. Anyway, so we're in there, and we're looking through one of the Dungeons and Douchebags books, and Mr. Maple's like, okay, so I really like this thing, this class item. I really like the +2 to my virginity. And I was like, yeah, dude, +2 to your virginity is really good. But if you get this, you get +2 to your virginity and +1 to never having sex. And he's like, sweet, man. And he's like, yeah. Well, Billy Big Dick was in the other room, I swear, in the bathroom or something. He busts through the door like the freaking Incredible Hulk breaking down a freaking 12-story building and just smashes across the room. And Mr. Maple knew he had made a huge mistake with his life. He just sat there and like looked back, and like just that split second, like you could tell, like if he could, he would have looked at me and just been like mouthed like in the movies where someone's about to die, just help me. And his hand, Mr. Billy Big Dick's hand, comes down and just smashes him in the side of the face from behind. Okay? I know you guys are like, oh, it's just a slap. Mr. Maple sounds like a faggot. But no, you don't understand. Billy Big Dick is a big guy. And he just smashes him in the side of the face. And Mr. Maple's head flings, his glasses fly off. And he kind of just sits there. And before like he doesn't start crying or anything. He just grabs the nearest blanket, because we also slept in the room we were playing Dungeons and Douchebags in, and he just pulls it up to himself. And Mr. Billy Big Dick was like, yeah, I fucking told you, leaves the room. And Mr. Maple is just sitting there, dead silent. And I'm just sitting there, my mouth is wide open, because this is the funniest and at the same time worst thing I'd ever seen in my life. And I just look down, and I'm like, hey, Mr. Maple, are you okay? And you just see motion, like an up and down motion from under the blanket. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, do you need any help? And he just shakes his head. I was like, do you need to go home? He just shakes his head. I was like, okay, buddy, it's okay, right? And he just nods his head. And I was just crying. Well, he eventually takes the blanket off of himself. His eyes are a little puffy. I don't think he actually cried, but he was definitely close to it. And like I said, this was not a joking slap. This was not like the kind of slap that, you give someone when you're just pretending to, be a woman who's angry at them or something. No, this was a mean fucking slap. And he kind of just takes the blanket off and he just looks around the room. His eyes are puffy and red. And I don't know if he actually had to use the bathroom or if he just wanted to go cry and not look like a pussy. I wouldn't have called him a pussy, because if freaking Billy Big Dick ever hit me that hard, I probably would cry. But I was like, I just watched him, and he gets up. He's like, I have to use the restroom, and he just turns and walks away. And I'm just sitting there, my mouth's wide open. It's so funny. Well, Mr. Four Eyes comes in, and Mr. Four Eyes watches Mr. Maple walk by. And he's like, what the fuck happened? And I explained the story to him, and we couldn't hear any of them anymore. Me and Mr. Four Eyes were crying. We were laughing so hard. And I know that's mean because this guy's my friend, but you guys do not understand how hilarious it is to see someone just get the shit slapped out of them. And if you do, like, if you guys watch all those prank vines, it's just a prank, bro, and you guys know what it looks like. And now just imagine that's like your best friend. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. But yeah, enough making any of my friends who watch this YouTube video hate me. Actually, that might not be true if I can find another freaking story. If I can think of another story, then I might talk about that. By the way, do you guys want me to tell more stories? I'm kind of enjoying it. And, I have a lot of like D&D stories and stuff, and I don't know if you guys are really into D&D or whatever, but I have a lot of D&D stories. So if you guys would like to hear more about that kind of stuff, I can, just play a game in the background like I did with the Donald Trump video, and kind of just, talk about these stories that I have, because I mean, I can't think of any of them right now because like I didn't prepare, because I've been playing D&D pretty much since I was 6. Yep, virgin since '95, brothers. Anyway, it's like I can't think of any directly right now, but I'm sure if I take the time I can think of some really funny videos, some really funny games and stuff that happened. I don't know why I'm in this ship, by the way, guys. Like, I'm not trying to disappoint you, because I'm sure I am, because I'm in this ship, but I don't know why. Yeah. So those are just some stories about me and my friends. We're all really good to each other. We're really nice. Hit us up. My Xbox Live account name is PussySlayer69XX. I won't accept your friend request unless you send nudes. Guys are included in that offer. I will accept male nudes. Anyway. Gonna just sit here, keep trying to do some damage, keep trying to mess some ships up. Freaking go back this way, not be able to destroy either of these because we're in like the worst ship ever for stuff like that. Okay, just gonna be the missile for a second. Be the missile. Okay, you can go back. You can. Oh, I guess we got blown out of the air while I was busy driving missiles instead of the ship. Yeah. So that's what I have to say about all that, guys. That's what I have to say about all that. Like I said, I know this video is going to be ridiculously long, but I want to finish this for you guys, so might as well, so you guys can see me play this faction I hate the second most, the friggin' Republic. Stupid clones killing my Confederates. They're so awesome. Freaking, it's just ridiculous. Slapping is one of the funny, especially slapping when someone's glasses fly off. I don't know why, but if you guys ever watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's just so funny looking, because like they just look so stunned. I mean, slapping isn't the most painful means of being attacked. I mean, I'm not trying to lie to anyone and say that a slap will, put you in the hospital. You'll have cancer from it, but it's not fun to get slapped. It's like open palm right to the side of the head. You're not expecting that crap. It's not fun. Oh, I got another story about a douchebag from school, right? So, one thing that was cool in our school was the whole obey fad, like obey hats and skinny jeans and being a huge faggot, all that other good stuff that a lot of people like, backwards hats and stuff like that. And I know a bunch of you backwards hats guys are like unsubscribed, but it's a big problem. Well, one day this backwards hat wearing fuckboy, right? We're out on the playground having a goddamn fire drill. I'm so glad I'm out of high school, by the way, guys. Like, I know you guys are like, oh my god, you're talking about high school. It's because I'm out of it, and I know I never have to deal with it again, and that makes me happy. It's like if you had, like, a terminal illness, and then you no longer had that terminal illness, you got over it, like, got over cancer or something, you'd make jokes about the cancer you had. You'd be like, oh yeah, I almost died of cancer, but I kicked its dick off, and stuff like that, because it's like, you're happy. You freaking beat something. You beat something that you shouldn't have beat. And I know it's like, oh, everyone gets through high school, faggot. But sometimes when you're in high school, you don't really think you're going to get through it. So anyway, we're at a freaking high school assembly, and this obey queer is following me. Or it's not an assembly, it's a fire drill. This obey queer is following me. And one thing was, our assemblies happen on our practice football field. It wasn't the official one, like with the stadium or anything. It was the practice one. But that's where our fire drills happen. That's where, we're supposed to go if there's fire danger or whatever. Well, for some reason, this place was gated off completely, but only on the side of the school. On the side completely open to all the civilians and whatever, no, that wasn't gated off. That would just be stupid. But on the side that led to the school, it was gated off. So anytime we had to funnel back to class because the stupid fire drill was over, it would just be 500 people. I think we had a school of like 1,800 kids or something ridiculous like that, 900 kids or something. So I know 1,800 and 900, freaking nice math, Zun. Anyway, so we're sitting there and we're like, I'm walking to this thing, and I just hate this because none of my friends are out here, and because you have to stay with your class, and I never had any classes with my friends because they're all goddamn nerds who took advanced classes, and I was just busy down here with bare minimum, just get me out of this hellhole classes. Anyway, so I'm just by myself, and I'm just trying to get through. I'm just like, okay, I just want to go home. I just want to be done with this. Well, I'm trying to walk through the gate, right? And there's all these people in front of me. And like I said, I'm a big guy, like weight and height-wise. I'm like 6'12". I'm like 6'12", homie. I'll kick your ass. I'll kick your ass. 1v1 me. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm really tall. I'm like 6'5". So, and I'm also pretty, like, I'm fat, okay? I weigh like freaking 5,000 pounds. So I'm walking through, and there's like these tiny little people because our school was near a military base, so there were a lot of Asians. I know freaking people are gonna be like, oh my god, you're such a fag, Harrison. Why are you making fun of why are you saying Asians are short? That's a stereotype. Quit enforcing stereotypes. Your freaking mom's a stereotype. How much sex she has with me. Anyway, so there's a bunch of Asians. I'm just trying not to run anyone over, because if I ran anyone over, they'd be dead. There would be a death on my hands, and the last thing I need is blood on my hands. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna freaking let these people move by. I'm not gonna try to push or shove my way through, because then I'll look like a huge dickhole, right? Well, this huge dickhole behind me starts shoving me. And like I said, I'm a big guy, so I don't move at all. And I finally get to the doorway, and this guy's just pushing me. I just stop completely. And he like is pushing me. He's like, get out of the fucking way, bro. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fucking move. Quit shoving me. There's no reason for that. I'm trying to let other people by. He's like, you wanna fight, bro? And I just start walking, and he's like, you wanna fucking fight? I'll fucking fight you. And he's in front of his girlfriend, so his stupid pussy ass is like, oh, I gotta look cool in front of my girlfriend. He probably had like 6 that year, a bunch of women who realized the mistake they made the second they freaking looked at his penis and they saw that abomination that was his Tic Tac penis. Anyway. So he's behind me with his fucking obey hat, his white sweatshirt, and he's like pushing me. He's like, what's up, faggot? You want to fucking fight? And I don't want to fucking fight this kid, because first of all, I'd kill him. I mean, he would be dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I would murder him. I mean, the kid was like maybe 6 foot tall, maybe, and that's me being real generous, okay? Maybe 6 foot tall, and he was the scrawniest little boy I'd ever seen. And I'm not exactly the workout champion of 2016, but I'm big. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen, but like fat guys, we just have a lot of natural strength. It's because we put our body weight behind things. I mean, bigger people will always be, a little stronger than their exact comparison in a thinner form. So I'm like, dude, just shut the fuck up. And he's like, what? What the fuck you say to me, kid? You want to fucking fight? And he's like trying to pick a fight with me. And I'm like, okay, so backstory on this kid. He's been in like 16 fights. I knew this. He's been in like 16 fights. He's never won one. I think he won one, and it's because the other kid had to run away because he didn't want to get caught by the freaking teacher for kicking his dick off. Anyway, so he's like, you want to fight, kid? And I was like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking fight you. He's like, cause you're a fucking pussy? I was like, no, cause I'm a fucking adult. I had work after school that day. I was like, no, cause I'm an adult, and I'm gonna be driving my car home with my adult stuff, working my job, and getting money. And he just fucking looked at me. He's like, whatever. And he just walks away, and he's like, yeah. And you can tell he's talking to his girlfriend. He's like, fucking messed up that queer, huh, babe? And she was like, yeah, you totally did. Anyway. So he's like walking away, and he thinks he's all fucking tough shit, and I'm just sitting there shaking my head. Well, my friends from the other classes come over, and they're like, what happened? I was like, that fucking kid's being such a queer. And they know I'm really passive. I don't like to pick fights. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not a mean person. So they're like, oh, really? What is he trying to do? And I explained the story to him, and they're like, that's messed up. I'm going to play Darth Maul for this mission, guys. I'm sorry. I just want to get this over with. But they're like, that's messed up. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go mess with him. So my friend, we'll just call him Big C. C and it was also Pablo. Well, Big C and Pablo walk up to this guy, and they're like walking behind him, and Pablo keeps stepping on his shoes, like, you know, flat tiring him. He's getting super upset because he's already, you know, full of testosterone from trying to freaking pick a fight with me. So he's like stepping on his shoes, but then they like disappear into the crowd because, you know, it was the fire drill crowd, and they're like just totally messing with him, and he's getting so mad. And like Pablo keeps walking up behind him, and he like taps him on the shoulder, and then goes to his other side, taps him on the shoulder, goes to his other side, and he's getting so mad. He just starts trying to pick a fight with everyone. It was the best thing ever. And for the rest of that year, every time that kid saw me, he would try to like shoulder check me in the hallways, and I would, like, the first time I let it happen to me, and I kind of just bounced back just a little bit, just because I wasn't expecting it. You know, I was in mid stride. It was just like not something I saw coming. Well, the second time it happened to me, and from then on, anytime the kid would try to line up his shoulders with me, I would just hit back with all the force of my weight. All 5,000 pounds of me would just smash into this kid's shoulder. He was bouncing around the hallway. All 3 of his girlfriends that he had that year saw that, and it was so funny. He looked like such a fucking pansy. Because what's he gonna do, pick a fight with me? Last time he tried to pick a fight with me, he got mobbed by a bunch of my friends. He's such a bitch. I know a lot of people are going to be like, "You're such a faggot, Zanzan. You should have fought him. What the fuck's wrong with you? Kill yourself." And I'm just going to say, if you actually think that getting into a fight will prove anything, or that it'll make you cool, or any of that other stuff, you're fucking wrong, okay? It just makes you look like a bigger faggot. And yes, I have been in a fight in my life, okay? I've done it. I know. It just makes you look like a bigger faggot. So don't even try to sit there, like, with your condescending, "Oh my god, I'm so cool. I fought 50 ninjas in high school," and all that other crap. Because no, you didn't. You probably got into one fight, and high school fights are basically just two men having sex with each other. You're just rolling around half naked in the bushes. It's freaking awful. Trust me, I've seen a lot of high school fights. Our high school, like I said, that one kid got into like 16 fights. Our high school had a lot of fights. People were freaking full of testosterone, running around, holding their dick and trying to compare sizes and shit like that. It was awful. So yeah, that's the story of the biggest douchebag ever, who I ever knew. That's not true. I've known a lot of douchebags, but that guy was just awful. And the thing is, he was with... Okay, so he almost picked a fight with me and every single one of the groups of my friends. And not over the same thing. It wasn't just like, "Oh, I fucking hate that Zunzun kid. I'm gonna fuck up his friend Pablo." No, it was just... we all individually would almost get into fights with him because he was such a little testosterone horn dog. It was awful. I mean, he was just spewing it everywhere like a cat in heat. It was disgusting. So we'd have to freaking deal with this crap every day. And it got to the point where we were all just like, yeah, he tried to pick a fight with me. He tried to pick a fight with me. And we were like this close to, let's just fuck him up. Let's just mess him up. We made jokes about it, but I swear to God, we would have done it. Like, if he had crossed the line, like if he had punched one of us or something, all freaking 5 or 6 of us would have just jumped his ass. I swear to God. And he would have been like, "Oh, it takes 6 of you to beat the shit out of me?" And we're going to be like, "No, we could do it individually, but it's funner this way." Because he was such a bastard. I literally just ran over that Jordica. I feel bad. Anyway. So yeah, that's the story of a huge douchebag in my high school. And it looks like we're about to finish this game up and win a victory for the Confederacy, ladies and gentlemen. The Confederacy wins. The alternate storyline to Fallout 3. Alright, so we're just going to let this go through. Hopefully they won't take any more command posts and we can just win this. It looks like that is going to be the case because I'm not seeing any blinking reds. You guys seen any blinking reds? Oh, it looks good. Oh, it looks like they're all out in freaking tanks on the surface of the planet. The coolest part about this map is that it's super unbalanced because the Confederate can just run out here, but no one else can because they'll just lose oxygen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The victory screen. The Confederates have conquered the universe. It's probably going to be super small. I apologize for that. I can probably turn up the volume so you guys can actually hear what they have to say. Probably boom. Boom. That's me. That's me. That's how I look in real life. That's how I looked in my dreams. That's how my friend looks. homeboy, General G's. Alright guys, so it looks like we've gained victory over the repressive republic. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and leave a comment. Any more stories or any other things you guys want to hear me talk about, go ahead. Any games you guys want me to play, go ahead and leave a comment about that too. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing with your friends, that would be great. Trying to grow the channel here. I'm going to start releasing, videos a little more regularly, but I would like to know that I'm actually doing it for something, So, go ahead and rate and like, guys. Really appreciate it, and it's been an honor serving with the Confederacy. I'll see you all next time when we tackle the Confederacy as the Republic. Alright, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.